consider an example for a 2L periodic function. You have already seen 2 pi periodic even and odd functions. This one 2L periodic function. And find the Fourier series for the 2 periodic function. That means the period is 2. Period is 2 means the function is defined in the interval -1 to 1. 2L, L is equal to 1, 2 periodic function. Periodic function given by f of x is equal to 0 when -1 less than x less than 0 is equal to 1 when 0 less than x less than 1. Means given that this function f of x is 2 periodic, that is f of x plus 2 is equal to f of x. Then 2 periodic means f of x plus 2 is equal to f of x plus 2 is equal to f of x. Okay. Then define in the interval -1 to 0, 0 to 1. That is defined in the interval -1 to 1. Or the function is defined in the interval -1 to 1 means -1 to 0. And the width L. Sorry, 1. 0 to 1 എന്തായിരിക്കും 1. The total 1 എന്തായിരിക്കും 2. -pi to pi ആയാൽ period 2 pi ആണ്. That means the given function is a 2 periodic function defined in the interval -1 to 1. Okay. Then the Fourier series, we have already seen the Fourier series. The given period 2L is equal to the given period of the function 2L periodic function 2L is equal to 2. That is L is equal to 1. Like -1 to 1, L is equal to 1. What is Fourier series of this function? Fourier series of the function f of x is equal to a0 by 2 sigma n1 to infinity an cos n pi by lx plus bn sin n pi by lx. L is equal to 1. Where a0 is equal to, what is a0? a0 is equal to 1 by L integral minus L to L f of x dx. That is L is equal to 1, that is 1 divided by 1. Integral -1 to 1 f of x dx. That is equal to integral -1 divided by 1 means 1. That is integral -1 to 0. The function is defined in the interval -1 to 0 and 0 to 1. Therefore, -1 to 1 is divided into -1 to 0 fx dx. What is f of x? Is equal to in this interval f of x is equal to 0. Plus integral 0 to 1 f of x. In this interval 0 to 1, what is f of x? 1 into dx. This is 0. Integral value 0. Then 1 into integral dx is equal to x between the limits 0 to 1. Upper limit apply 1, lower limit apply 0. That is a0 is equal to 1. This is 0. Integral 0 to 1 dx. Integral dx is equal to x between the limits 0 to 1. That is a0 is equal to 1. That is result 3. a0 a0 is equal to 1. Then next what is a? An is equal to 1 by L integral minus L to L fx into cos n pi by L x dx. N pi by L x dx. That is 1 by L. L is equal to 1 by L minus 1 to 1. Minus L to L means -1 to 1. That -1 to 1 is divided into -1 to 0. F of x into cos n pi by L is equal to 1. Therefore, n pi x dx. Here n pi L is equal to 1. Cos n pi x dx. Plus integral 0 to 1. Plus integral 0 to 1. F of x into -1 to 1 in a -1 to 0 in a 0 to 1 fx into cos n pi x dx. That is a is equal to -1 to 0. In this interval -1 to 0, what is fx is equal to 0. 0 into cos n pi x dx plus integral 0 to 1. In this interval, what is fx? Fx is equal to 1. 1 into cos n pi. L is equal to 1 on n pi by L and n pi x dx. This takes 0. This integral of cos n pi x sin n pi x divided by n pi. Sin n by x divided by n by between the limits 0 to 1. That is a is equal to 1 by n by into x in upper limit apply ചെയ്താൽ sin n by x അതായത് n1 sin n by minus sin 0. What is sin n by? Sin n by 0 അതേപോലെ തന്നെ sin 0 is 0 ആയിരിക്കും. That is a is equal to 0. That since I got it sin n by is equal to 0. Sin n pi is equal to 0. അതുപോലെ sin 0 എന്തായിരിക്കും? Sin 0 is equal to 0. That is a n ന്റെ വാല്യൂ a ന് എന്തായിരിക്കും 0. a0 is equal to 1. a is equal to ഏത് കിട്ടി 0. ഇനി ഏത് കിട്ടണം നമുക്ക്? Now you want to find the value of bn. What is bn? bn is equal to this one 1 by n into minus n to n f of x into ഇവിടെ cos ന് പകരം sin n by n by x dx. ഓക്കേ? അപ്പോൾ ഇത് എന്ത് ചെയ്യാ? ഇത് സേവ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് അത് നോട്ടിലേക്ക് മാറ്റുക. a0 ന്റെ വാല്യൂ 1 അതുപോലെ a ന്റെ വാല്യൂ എന്തായിരിക്കും 0 ആയിരിക്കും. ഒന്ന് സേവ് ചെയ്യുക. Next, we consider the value of bn. What is bn? bn is equal to a0 is equal to 1, an is equal to 0, then bn is equal to 1 by n integral minus n to n f of x into sin n pi by n x dx. That is 1 by n is equal to 1 by 1 integral minus 1 to 1 f of x into sin n pi by L is equal to 1, that is sin n pi x dx. Minus 1 to 1 f of x into sin n pi x dx. That is bn is equal to minus 1 to 1. This integral is divided as minus 1 to 0 and 0 to 1. That is integral minus 1 to 0 f of x. What is f of x in this integral? f x equals 0 into sin n pi x dx. Plus integral 0 to 1, second value, 0 to 1. What is fx? In this integral 0 to 1, fx is equal to 1 into sin n by x dx. Second, that is this integral 0 into sin means 0. അടുത്തതായിരിക്കുന്ന sin n by x dx, integral sin n by x minus what is integral sin n by? What is integral sin x? Minus cos x. That is minus cos n by x divided by n by. Sin integral minus cos. n by x ന്റെ ഡെറിവേറ്റീവ് n by ആ n by കൊണ്ട് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്യും. ಅಂದ್ರೆ n by between the limits 0 to 1. That is bn is equal to minus 1 by n by outside എടുത്താൽ minus n 1 divided by n by upper limit apply ചെയ്താൽ x is equal to 1 കൊടുത്താൽ cos n by minus cos n by 0, that is cos 0. That is minus 1 divided by n by, what is cos n by? Cos n by is equal to minus 1 raised to n. Cos 0 is equal to 1. That is equal to, ini minus 1 multiply that 1 divided by n by into 1 minus 1 raised to n. And the reason cos n by, what is cos n by? Cos n by is equal to minus 1 raised to n. What is cos 0? Cos 0 is equal to cos n by minus 1 raised to n and cos 0. That is bn is equal to, what is bn? They assume that n is an even number. If n is an even number, that means if n is equal to 2, 4, 6, etc., minus 1 square, that is plus 1. That 1 minus 1 and they put 0. Similarly, if n is equal to 4, minus 1 raised to 4 plus 1. 1 minus this 1, 0. That is if n is an even number, that is n is equal to 2, 4, 6, etc., bn is equal to 0. And bn is equal to 0 if n is equal to 2, 4, 6, etc., or n is even. If n odd ആയിരിക്കാം, n odd ആയ bn is equal to ഇത് minus 1 raised to 1 എന്നോ 3 എന്നോ 5 എന്നോ ആണെങ്കിൽ minus 1 raised to 1 അതെന്ത് വരും? minus 1. ആ മൈനസ് ഇത് ആ പ്ലസ് ആയി 1 plus 1 എന്തായി? 2 divided by n. If n is equal to 1, 3, 5, 7, etc. അല്ലേ? ഇത് 5 ആയാലും minus 1 raised to 5 minus 1. ഈ മൈനസ് ഈ മൈനസ് ആ പ്ലസ് ആയി 1 plus 1 2 divided by n. അന്നേരം ബിഎന്നിനകത്ത് B2, B4, B6, etc. അതെല്ലാം എന്തായിരിക്കും? 0 ആയിരിക്കും. പിന്നെ B1, B3, B5 എക്സിസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യും. അല്ലേ? Therefore, A0 is equal to 1, AN is equal to 0, BN is equal to this value. Therefore, the Fourier series stands by result 1. ആദ്യം എഴുതിയിട്ടുണ്ട് Fourier series for fx is equal to fx in the Fourier series ഏതാണ്? A0 by 2 sigma n 1 to infinity an cos nx plus bn sin nx n pi by x എന്നാണ് n pi by lx എന്നാണ് അതിനകത്ത് n ന്റെ വാല്യൂ 1 ആണ് അന്നേരം an cos nx n pi x plus bn sin n pi x അതിനകത്ത് a ന്റെ വാല്യൂ എന്താവും സീറോ പിന്നെ വരുന്ന വാല്യൂ എന്താണ് സിഗ്മ n is equal to 1 up to infinity bn sin n pi x അതിനകത്ത് bn sin n pi x നകത്ത് b2 b4 etc എന്തായാലും സീറോ ആയിരിക്കും that is equal to a0 by 2 plus b1 sin pi x n pi x നകത്ത് n is equal to 1 b3 sin 3 pi x plus b5 sin 5 pi x etc അല്ലേ കാരണം b2 b4 b6 etc are zeros that is equal to a0 by 2 a0 എത്രയാണ് 1 by 2 plus ഇതിനകത്ത് 2 divided by n pi ആ 2 by pi കോമൺ ആയിട്ട് ഔട്ട്സൈഡ് എടുക്കും അതായത് 2 by pi into sin ആദ്യമേ b1 ആണ് b1 b3 എക്സിസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യുള്ളൂ അതായത് b1 into sin pi x അതായത് b1 into sin pi x പിന്നെ അടുത്ത് b3 b1 means എത്രയാണ് b1 is equal to 2 by pi what is b3 2 divided by 3 pi b5 2 divided by 5 pi എന്നല്ലേ 2 by 5 ഓപ്ഷൻ എടുത്തു ബാക്കി എന്താ വരുന്നത് sin 3 pi x divided by 3 ഈ n ഉണ്ടാവും bn നാണ് bn is equal to 2 divided by n by n ആണ് b1 is equal to 2 by pi b3 is equal to 2 by 3 pi ആ 2 by pi ഓപ്ഷൻ എടുത്താൽ sin 3 pi x by 3 what is b5 is equal to 2 divided by 5 pi 2 by pi 2 divided by pi ഓപ്ഷൻ എടുത്തു ബാക്കി എന്താ sin 5x divided 5 pi x divided by 5 etc അല്ലേ അന്നേരം ഇത് ഏതാണെന്നാണ് a Fourier series of a 2l periodic function here 2 periodic function l is equal to 1 then a0 an and bn a0 is equal to ഏതാണ് a0 is equal to 1 by l integral minus l to l f of x dx ഇനി an is equal to 1 by l integral minus l to l f of x into cos n pi by l n pi by l x dx അതുപോലെ bn is equal to integral 1 by n into integral minus l to l 1 by n into integral minus l to l f of x into sin n pi by l into x dx second അന്നേരം a0 1 കിട്ടി a1 an 0 കിട്ടി bn നകത്ത് b1 b3 b5 etc എക്സിസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യും b1 2 by pi b3 2 divided by 3 pi b5 2 divided by 5 pi 2 by 5 ഓപ്ഷൻ എടുത്താൽ ഇതല്ലെങ്കിൽ sin 3 pi x by 3 sin 5 pi 5 pi x by 5 etc എന്നാൽ ഇത് എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം ഇവിടെ മുതൽ ഇവിടെ വരെ നേരത്തെ ബാക്കിയായിട്ട് സേവ് ചെയ്ത് അതിനോട്ടേക്ക് പോകാം അതൊക്കെ വെരി ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ് പ്രോബ്ലംസ് ആണ് ഡ്യുവൽ പീരിയോഡിക് ഫംഗ്ഷനിലെ എന്നാൽ ഇതൊന്ന് സേവ് ചെയ്ത് നോട്ടേക്ക് consider another very important problem with the period in the form 2l periodic function. Find second question, find the Fourier series of the function f of t. Here the variable is t. f of x ന് പകരം എന്തായിരിക്കുന്നതാണ് f of t എന്നാണ് f of t എന്നാണെങ്കിൽ നമ്മളെ എക്സ്പാൻഷനകത്ത് cos 3x cos 5x എന്നുള്ളത് cos 3t sin 3t അങ്ങനെ t യുടെ ടേംസിൽ വരും f of t is equal to 0 when minus 2 less than t less than minus 1. That means in this interval minus 2 to minus 1 f of t is equal to 0. And f of t is equal to k when minus 1 less than t less than 1. Between the limit minus 1 to 1 f of t is equal to k equal to 0 when 1 less than t less than 2 with the period 4. That is f of t plus 4 is equal to f of t. Period 4 is given. Okay. Then what is the interval in which the function is defined? The interval where the function is defined is minus 2 to 2. Given minus 2 മുതൽ 0 വരെ length into 0 to 2. Then total എന്തായിരിക്കുന്നതാണ് 4. Period span 4 with the period എന്താണെന്നാണ് 4. That means this given function is a 2 periodic function defined in the interval minus 2 to 2. Okay. Even period is 2L is equal to 2L periodic function. Even period 2L is equal to 4. That is L is equal to 2. 2L equal to 4, that is L is equal to 2. Like minus L to L. L is equal to 2. What is f of x? The Fourier series of fx. The Fourier series of fx is given by a0 by 2 plus sigma n1 to infinity a n cos n pi by l t plus bn sin n pi by l t, not t x. But here the variable is t. That is the result 1. What is a0? a0 is equal to 1 by l into integral minus l to l f of t dt. Okay? That is a0 is equal to 1 by l, 1 by 2, integral minus 2 to 2 f of t dt. That is equal to minus 1 by 2 into from the minus 2 to minus 1, minus 1 to 1, and 1 to t f of t dt. Minus 2 to minus 1, minus 2 to minus 1, minus plus minus 1 to 1, plus 1 to 2 f of t dt. In this interval minus 2 to minus 1, what is f of t 0? Here also f of t is equal to 1 to 2 f of t divided 0. That is minus 1 in 1 by 2 into integral minus 1 to 1 k dt. That is a0 is equal to 1 by 2k, 1 by 2k in outside t between the limits minus 1 to 1. That is k by 2 into 1, upper limit apply that minus, lower limit apply that minus 1. This is 1 minus of minus 1 plus 1. And 2 by 2 cancel, that is equal to k. That is a0 is equal to k. Fourier series expansion of a0 is equal to k. Then what is an? An is equal to 1 by l integral minus l to l f of t into cos n pi by l t dt. L is equal to 2. That is integral n is equal to 1 by 2 integral minus 2 to 2 f of t cos n pi by 2 t dt. N pi by l, l is equal to n pi by 2 dt. That is 1 by 2. In the integral minus 2 to 2 means integral minus 2 to minus 1 plus integral minus 1 to 1 plus integral 1 to 2 f of t into cos n pi by 2 dt. Then in this interval f of t is equal to 0. This interval f of t is 0. This is f of t value. Then here and integral values is equal to 0. That is n is equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2 integral 1 minus 1 to 1. In this interval f of t is equal to k, then k into cos n pi by 2 into t dt. Okay? That is equal to k by 2 into integral of cos. What is integral cos theta? Integral cos theta is equal to sin theta. Sin n pi by 2t. This is the derivative. N pi by 2t derivative is equal to n pi by 2 divided by n pi by 2. Cos 2x sin 2x by 2. Cos 2 by 3x sin 2 by 3x divided by 2 by 3. N pi by 2 divided by n pi by 2. Then divided by n pi by 2 means in 2 numerator. Then k into 2. This are 2 cancel. But k divided by n pi. That is going to k divided by n pi. Upper limit apply that t. 1 over the sin n pi by 2, sin n pi by 2, minus lower limit apply that sin minus n pi by 2. Okay? What is sin minus theta? Sin minus theta is equal to divided sin minus theta is equal to minus into sin theta minus sin theta. Then sin minus n pi by 2 means minus into sin n pi by 2. Sin minus theta is equal to minus into sin theta. Then sin minus n pi by 2 means minus into minus gamma plus sin n pi by 2 equal to sin n pi by 2. Sin n pi by 2 plus sin n pi by 2 means 2 into sin n pi by 2. K divided by n pi. E2 cancel. K divided by n pi. This is 2 into sin n pi. Second, k divided by n by 2 into sin n by 2. This is the value. That is a0 is equal to Fourier series expansion of a0 is equal to k. A is equal to this value. For different values of n, either n even, and value. If n is even number of n even is 2 pi by 2, that is sin pi. n 4 is 4 by 2 pi. n 6 is sin 3 pi. Sin pi, sin 2 pi, sin 3 pi, okay, then you can 0. Sin pi, sin 2 pi, sin 3 pi, sin n pi, and then 0. Okay, that is if n is even, this value a is equal to 0. In the end, 1, പിന്നെ 5, 7 അങ്ങനെയാണ് മേടിക്കുക. എന്ന് 1 ആവുകയാണെങ്കിൽ cos pi by 2, sin pi by 2, sin pi by 2 വാല്യൂ ആണ്. പിന്നെ എന്ന് 3 ആയാലോ 3 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2 വാല്യൂ -1 ആണ്. ഇനി 5 pi by 2 ആണെങ്കിൽ +1 ആണ്. അങ്ങനെ n 1, 5, പിന്നെ 9 എക്സെട്ര അങ്ങനെ പോകുന്നതായിരിക്കും. അങ്ങനെ വരുമ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് ഇതിൻ്റെ വാല്യൂ എന്താണെന്ന് അറിയാമോ? ഏതാ sin pi by 2 1 ആയിരിക്കും. ഇനി 3, 5, 7 എക്സെട്ര 7 എക്സെട്ര എന്നിരിക്കുക. 3, 7, 11 എക്സെട്ര അതിനെന്തായിരിക്കും അർത്ഥം? ദിസ് വാല്യൂ -1 ആയിരിക്കും. അങ്ങനെ n-ന്റെ വാല്യൂ ഏതാണ്? n ഈസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു ഈവൺ നമ്പർ ആയാൽ 0 ആയിരിക്കും. ഇനി 1, പിന്നെ 5, 9 എക്സെട്ര വന്നാൽ ഇതിൻ്റെ വാല്യൂ എന്തായിരിക്കും? 1 ആണ്. 1 ആയാൽ എന്തായിരിക്കും? 2k ഡിവൈഡഡ് ബൈ n ബൈ. അല്ലാത്ത കേസിനകത്ത് -2k ഡിവൈഡഡ് ബൈ n ബൈ. ഏതിന്? 3, പിന്നെ 7, 11 എക്സെട്ര. എന്നാൽ ഇതൊന്ന് സേവ് ചെയ്യും. ഇവിടെ പറയാം, ഇതിൻ്റെ ബാക്കി എഴുതാം. ഇതൊന്ന് സേവ് ചെയ്യും. What is a? A is equal to 2k divided by n by into sin n pi by 2. Okay. The next, I have already told you, if n is even, n is equal to even means n 2, 4, 6, etc. If n is equal to 2, then this is sin 2 pi by 2, that is sin pi. N is equal to 4, then sin 2 pi. N is equal to 6, then sin 3 pi. Sin pi, sin 2 pi, sin 3 pi, etc. are all zeros. That is a is equal to 0 if n is even. If n is even, remember this type sin pi, the sin 2 pi, n is equal to 6, sin 3 pi, etc. are all equal to 0. Okay. The next we consider n is odd. N is odd another. If n is equal to n is equal to if n is equal to 1 ആണെങ്കിൽ pi by 2. Pi by 2 ന്റെ വാല്യൂ 1 ആണ്. അതിന് 3 pi by 2 ന്റെ വാല്യൂ -1 ആണ്. 5 pi by 2 ന്റെ വാല്യൂ എന്തായിരിക്കും? +1 ആണ്. എന്നാലും ഇങ്ങനെ 1, 5, 1, 4, 5, 4, 9 അങ്ങനെ വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അതിന്റെ വാല്യൂ എന്തായിരിക്കും? 1 ആയിരിക്കും. +1. അന്നേരം sin pi by 2, sin 5 pi by 2, sin 9 pi by 2 അതൊക്കെ എന്തായിരിക്കും? 1 ആയിരിക്കും. 1 ആയാൽ this one 2k divided by 10. That is a is equal to 2k divided by n by if n is equal to 1, 5, 7, etc. Is equal to, then n is equal to 3, and then sin 3 pi by 2. Sin 3 pi by 2 is equal to -1. Sin 7 pi by 2 is equal to -1. Sin 11 pi by 2 is equal to -1. Now that is if n is equal to 3, 7, 11, etc. This value -1 multiplied by -2k divided by n. And കാരണം sin n pi by 2 another sin pi by 2, sin 5 pi by 2, sin 9 pi by 2, etc. is equal to 1. അതേപോലെ sin 3 pi by 2, sin 7 pi by 2, 11 pi by 2, etc. is equal to -1. That is a is equal to this one. In the next bn, what is bn? Fourier series expansion of bn is equal to 1 by l into -l to l f of t into sin n pi by l t dt. That is a is equal to 1 by 2 into -2 to t 2 f of t into sin n pi by 2 dt. L ന്റെ വാല്യൂ 2. അതായത് -2 to 2 എന്നുള്ളത് that is equal to -2 to -1 ആ interval 0. ഇനി അടുത്ത -1 to 1 this interval f of t is equal to k and 1 to 2 f of t this is sin n pi by 2 dt. That is equal to 1 by 2 into ആദ്യത്തെ interval ലാസ്റ്റ് interval f of t is equal to 0 Then minus 1 to 1. In this interval minus 1 to 1, what is f of t? K into sin n pi by 2 dt equal to k by 2 into integral sin. What is integral sin? Minus cos. Then minus cos n pi by 2 t divided by n pi by 2. Between the limits minus 1 to 1. The 2 numerator 2 cancel. That is k divided by n pi. K divided by n pi. Upper limit apply the t k. T is equal to 1. Cos n pi by 2 into t the value cos n pi by 2 minus lower limit apply the cos minus n pi by 2. Because cos theta is equal to cos minus theta is equal to cos theta. Cos minus theta the value is cos theta. Sin minus theta is equal to minus into sin theta. Cos minus theta is equal to cos theta. These are the cos n pi by 2. Cos n pi by 2 minus cos n pi by 2 is equal to 0. And then Fourier series expansion at the bn into value 0. A n into value a0 is equal to k. A n is equal to 0 if n is equal to even number. അതേപോലെ 3 1 3 1 5 പിന്നെ 1 4 5 9 അങ്ങനെ പോകുന്നതിനകത്ത് ഒരു വാല്യൂ 2k ഡിവൈഡഡ് ബൈ n ബൈ ഈ വാല്യൂ അടുത്തതിനകത്ത് hence Fourier series of fx is result to 1 given by now the result is the Fourier series of fx is equal to a0 by 2 sigma n equal to 1 up to infinity an cos n pi by 2 t bn into value 0 bn is equal to 0. That is what is a0. Result 2 result 1 number a0 is equal to result 2 in a0 value k, that is k by 2. പിന്നെ a2 a4 a6 ഒന്നും ഉണ്ടാവില്ല. പിന്നെ a1 cos n pi by n ആണ് pi by 2 t. a3 cos 3 pi by 2 by t. a5 cos 5 pi by 2 by t, etc. That is equal to k by 2 plus ഈ രണ്ട് കേസിന് ഇതിനകത്തായാലും എന്തായിരിക്കണം 2k by pi ഔട്ട്സൈഡ് എടുക്കും. അതാണ് 2k by pi. n 1 ആയാൽ this is equal to n is equal to 1 then this is equal to 2k by pi. അതാണ് pi by 2 by 2 minus 1 by 3 into cos 3 pi by 2 by 3 plus 1 by 5 into cos 5 pi by 2 t minus 1 by 7 into cos 7 pi t by 2 plus etc. a3 ഇത് a1 ന്റെ വാല്യൂ എന്താണ് 2k by pi. അതാണ് 2k by pi into cos n is equal to 1 cos pi by 2 t. അതുപോലെ ഇത് a3 a5 etc. Okay, this is a very important problem. This is save it not like save it. So very important problemങ്ങളാണ്. ഇതിനകത്ത് a3 a5 ഒക്കെ എഴുതിയിരിക്കുന്ന വാല്യൂകൾ ശ്രദ്ധിക്കുക. ഒന്ന് നോട്ട് ചെയ്യ്.